Have you ever wondered, what did humans eat 2 million years ago? No supermarkets, no kitchens, no instant noodles, no hamburgers, no late-night pizza deliveries. Food wasn't a convenience, it was a question of survival. Back then, there were no recipes, no labels, just instinct. Our ancestors dug up roots from the earth, picked wild berries under the sun, and cracked open bones left behind by predators, hoping for a taste of marrow. They ate what they found when they found it. But something changed. Over thousands of generations, we learned to plant, to hunt with purpose, to cook, ferment, preserve, to shape food into something more than fuel. Food became culture. It became identity. It became memory. And yet, in all its richness today, food still raises fundamental questions. Where does it come from? How does it nourish us? Why do we crave some things and avoid others? This is the story of that long, winding journey, from raw survival to conscious nourishment. Welcome to Series 1, How Food Works, a journey through time, taste, and the science behind everything we eat. Meat, the spark of human evolution. 2 million years ago, something profound began to unfold. Our ancestors, once forest-dwelling, fruit-picking primates, stepped into a new chapter of survival. They began to eat meat. At first, not as hunters, but as scavengers, following predators, waiting for their leftovers. Then, stones in hand, they cracked open the bones and found a treasure hidden inside: marrow. Rich in fat, calories, and micronutrients, a rare source of energy in the wild. And this was a turning point. With meat came more calories in less time. More energy to fuel not just the body, but something far more demanding: the brain. The human brain is a glutton. Though it only weighs about 2% of your body, it consumes 20% of your energy at rest. So where would all that energy come from? Especially in a harsh, unpredictable world. Fruit and tubers weren't enough, but meat. Meat was energy-dense, portable, and packed with the building blocks of cognition. Amino acids, fats, iron, vitamin B12. These nutrients did more than feed us. They transformed us. Over generations, natural selection favored individuals who could process meat, who could chew, digest, and metabolize it efficiently. Our teeth became sharper. Our guts grew shorter, because meat was easier to digest than plants. And most importantly, our brains grew larger and more complex. But eating meat wasn't just about biology. It rewired our behavior. To scavenge and hunt successfully, we had to work together. We needed memory to track herds, foresight to plan ambushes, language to coordinate. Sharing a kill built trust. It created the first social bonds around a fire. We began to specialize. Some tracked, some ambushed, others carved and carried. Tools evolved, from hand axes to spears to traps. Our brains weren't just getting bigger, they were getting smarter, more imaginative, more human. And as we hunted outward, we also looked inward. Firelight stories, burials, paintings of the hunt on cave walls. Meat didn't just change what we ate, it reshaped how we lived, how we thought, and who we became. So the next time you look at a steak or a drumstick, remember, it's not just a meal. It's part of an ancient story, a story of survival, transformation, and the first great leap toward humanity. Cooking, the first kitchen revolution. Fire. It began as fear, then fascination, then mastery. When our ancestors learned not just to control fire, but to cook with it, everything changed. This was more than a survival trick. It was a biological revolution. Cooking softened roots, neutralized toxins in plants, killed bacteria in meat, and most importantly, it pre-digested food. What does that mean? It means your body didn't have to work as hard to extract nutrients. Less energy spent chewing, digesting, and breaking down tough fibers. And what did we do with that saved energy? We invested it where it mattered most, the brain. Some scientists believe that cooking played a critical role in our evolution, allowing our guts to shrink and our brains to grow. Think about it. Cooking was the first form of external digestion. Instead of using just our bodies to process food, we used technology, a tool called heat. This shift rewired daily life. We no longer had to roam constantly for raw calories. We could gather, sit, wait, and while the fire crackled, something else ignited. Conversation, community, culture. Cooking brought people together. It created the first shared rituals long before temples or scriptures. Children watched, learned, stories were told between bites. Food became more than fuel. It became memory, identity, meaning. And all of it began with a flame, and the simple, profound act of cooking food over fire. If you enjoy this topic, please like and subscribe to keep us motivated for the long journey ahead.